Hoggie's beer reviews. Hoggie's beer reviews. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one of Hoggie's beer reviews, and this is going to be the second of 5 videos. I'm doing a series on beers from England, from Britain, from the UK. Last video was Boddington's Pub Ale. But now we're getting onto the beers of Old Speckled Hen, the Morland Brewery. They're most known for Old Speckled Hen, but they also make Old Crafty Hen, Old Golden Hen, and Hen's Tooth. These beers have been around for a while, very popular, and now they introduce this Hen House 4-pack, variety pack. So we're going to work our way through, because I've been drinking Old Speckled Hen for a very long time. I think I reviewed it on my blog a long time ago, and I've always liked it, although I've never had it in the bottle, only in the nitro can, so we are going to save that Old Speckled Hen for last. What we're going to try right now, to start the Old Speckled review series, is the Old Golden Hen. Reason for this is because I just tried the Boddington's Pub Ale, a beer I hadn't had in a very long time, and I realized after 5 years it still really sucks. But it is a light, low ABV golden ale, so let's see if Old Golden Hen is better than Boddington's. Now, let's read what it says on here, because on the side of this variety 4-pack it has, let me just show you. Description for 2 beers there, the other 2 here, and here's a close-up on the Hen House. Cool little variety pack. I saw it and I just had to have it. I just picked this up today. But Old Golden Hen. It says, Old Golden Hen delivers both flavor and refreshment, brewed using the finest pale malt and the rare Galaxy hop to give a light golden color, subtle tropical fruit notes, and a deliciously smooth finish. Never heard of Galaxy hop. Must be rare. So yeah. So I'm just really curious about trying this. And of course, proper British pint glass. It even has the imperial mark on it, the royal mark or whatever, the little crown on it, the official pint glass. I only have one, I gotta keep rinsing it out. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So, Old Golden Hen, imported from England. You know, I'm getting ahead of myself. I was about to pop it open, but we always must check Rate Beer and Beer Advocate. Once again, I take everything I read on there with a grain of salt. I don't really even read the reviews. I go there for just, the category, the ABV, the base info. So, Beer Advocate, Old Golden Hen from the Greene King Morland Brewery in England. They categorize this as an English bitter at 4.1% alcohol by volume. And out of a total of 46 ratings, it scores an 81. Here's your Beer Advocate. Jumping over to Rate Beer. Out of 118 ratings, it scores a 47. Wow. ABV is 4.1, brewed by Greene King. I think Greene King bought the Morland Brewery, something like that. Bury St. Edmunds, England, I guess is where it's from. They categorize it as a golden ale or a blonde ale. And yeah, take a look at that. And that's what we have. So off we go to the beer. Gotta pop it open. Got a knife for that. Kind of disappointed. Plain golden cap. Nothing to save. But pop it open with the knife anyway. And off we go. Ooh, foamy. Wonder if I stirred it up a little too much with the talking and moving it around. Now these are of course pint bottles, 1 pint, 0.09 fluid ounces. So the proper British pint glass does come in handy. If I can fit the whole damn thing in here. Smells like an ashtray. Alright. Old Golden Hen, and indeed it is golden. Almost the same color as the Boddingtons, ironically enough. I did them back to back because I knew they were going to be, similar. But it is almost the same color, minus of course the nitrogen. Take a look at that, guys. Nice bit of frothy head. Looks good. Smells like an ashtray. Smells like that kind of, like wet cigarette ash, wet cigarette butts. I don't know if that's like Galaxy Hop, but it smells like a beer, like a generic kind of beer smell, but with that kind of ashtray smell, wet ashtray. Yeah, and trust me, I smoked a pack a day for 12 years. I know what the fucking ashtray smells like. That's not exactly pleasant. But smells can be deceiving. I'm picking up kind of like a yeasty beer smell. No real hops, no real malt. All right, bottoms up. Cheers, everybody. I was about to say smells can be deceiving because I really like the initial feeling. First sip was a little bit of bite from the carbonation, and as I'm swallowing hops, I was getting bitterness and carbonation, and it was refreshing and nice in those first few sips, on the front end, and then I kind of swallow and I catch the back end, and it's rough. Yeah, it's rough. The back end is bitter, but it's kind of like grainy, rough bitterness. There's almost a granular texture to this beer. There is kind of a subtle, again granular, but a subtle, okay, it's not that subtle. But it's not like an American hop bitterness where you can kind of pinpoint that sharp, kind of bitter, resinous kind of flavor. No, this is kind of a more subtle, kind of a grassy, grainy, grassy kind of bitterness. It is nice. Flavor-wise, it's kind of nice. That must be that Galaxy hop. I'm not familiar with it. But it does kind of do a nice job of giving you that bitterness on the back end, but you get that graininess in the mouthfeel, which is not necessarily pleasant. If this beer was smoother, it would be really good, but it has this kind of rough, grainy, mashed together sense of it that really throws it off. Aside from that, standard kind of Euro ale, kind of a apple, pear, yeasty malt character, you know what I mean? That's that mild middle where you get those characteristics. Carbonation up front, a little bit of that grainy bitterness, that, apple pear, malty yeasty middle, and then more of that rough grainy bitterness on the finish. And that's what we have. This is better than Boddington's. Let me make this clear. This is way better than the Boddington's, but it's not that great. I'd have to say this is a glass half empty, but I'll put an asterisk saying the refreshing factor of it kind of brings it back a little. Maybe with food, maybe after like cutting the grass or something like that, this would go down a little smoother, a little easier. It's not horrible, but it's rough enough that I can't even give it a glass half full. So glass half empty, but on the bright side, I guess, Yeah, if they twerk this recipe, they can make this a winner. They're really good. But again, this isn't something you really want to savor at 4.1% alcohol by volume. So this is basically a beer to have with food or a lawnmower beer. And I think in those roles, it's not bad. If you find these cheap, or for you guys in the United Kingdom who can come across these regularly and cheaply, in the role of a lawnmower beer or a beer to wash down pizza, barbecue, fish and chips, whatever the hell. Maybe some shepherd's pie. This will wash down some shepherd's pie. But in that role, it's good. If you want to savor it, you're wasting your time because it's rough. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Old Golden Hen, glass half empty. And stay tuned. The next one coming is Old Crafty Hen at 6.5% alcohol by volume. So once again, thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned for the rest of the series. Remember, it's Hoggie's Beer on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and hoggiesbeer.com. Cheers.